Meanwhile, there's a deadly wave of unprecedented fires burning across California right now. We turn to Stephanie Sy from NewsHour West for the latest. Stephanie.
Judy, the fires raging now, particularly in Northern California, have claimed at least 7 lives, damaged 1,200 structures, and led to nearly 250,000 evacuations. Initially small fires sparked by lightning have merged into monstrosities. More than 1 million acres scorched, multiple fatalities. And for swaths of Northern California, the smoke shows no sign of clearing.
We've experienced 615 fires across the state of California, and more than 24 of those fires have turned into major incidents or major fires. With that, the second and third largest fires in California history are burning around us at the moment.
Those 2 historic conflagrations, the LNU and SCU lightning complexes, are actually multiple fires that have combined into massive blazes burning 700,000 acres. Some firefighters are working 24-hour shifts.
I gotta get you out of here, dude. It's like right there.
In Marin County, footage captured the dramatic moment this weekend when firemen rescued 2 of their own. They'd been trapped by the fast encroaching Woodward fire. The flames' path can change at a moment's notice. In Angwin, there were clear skies but clogged roads as residents tried to evacuate. Holly Hansen had short notice to decide what valuables to take.
1 hour, and I just wanted to grab personal items like photographs, papers I left behind, get a little more dog food, and clothes so I can go to work because I left with this.
An hour to get out and an uncertain timeline for returning home. As we said, the situation is especially bad in Northern California. To get into more of this, I'm joined now by Jeff Lemelin. He's the Sonoma County Fire District Battalion Chief. His team has been battling that big LNU lightning complex of fires, which includes the Walbridge fire. Chief Lemelin, thank you so much for being with us. I'm sure you're really busy. Before we get into the acres, which I know are growing so fast, I just want you to bring us to the ground, to the front lines, because I know you've been there, what your firefighters are facing right now.
Right now, the last 2 days, thankfully, we've had a little bit of reprieve in the weather, been able to catch our breath. The first 3 days, we were on the fire line for 72 hours. And we had limited resources. And this is just due to the magnitude of the fire and the number of fires that were started from this historic lightning that we had in this area in Sonoma County, which, as you know, that's not a normal weather pattern for us to have this type of lightning. So we have been in drought-like conditions, and in August is not usually fire season for us. Usually we're waiting for the fall to get those offshore wind events. But here we are having just this extreme fire behavior early in the season for us. But the season, as we say now, is year long.
And this has been 3 years running, this type of fire season, but still earlier than usual. And during a pandemic, how has the pandemic affected your resources and your manpower?
Yeah, so, we don't have some of the resources that we used to have pre-COVID. And so, it's changed the way that we operate with each other, right? Trying to practice social distancing is almost impossible on the fire line. So we do what we can, washing our hands, wearing face masks, which we a lot of times are because of the smoke anyways. But it's just, it's difficult and it's challenging. It just adds another layer to a problem that's already taxing of us.
And what about personnel? I know that one thing California has done for a while is utilize inmates to fight fires during the season. But of course, coronavirus has meant that all of those inmates are locked down. Has that affected your ability to fight these fires? Controversy of that program aside.
Yeah, we have limited resources. The con crews were super helpful to get into these tight areas, cutting line. And so when you have crews kind of doing work that they're not normally meant to do, there's a lag in the efficiency of that, just like anything else, right? When you're outside of the box. And so it's definitely affecting us.
There have already been several fatalities, and you posted a video on your own Instagram page showing how dangerous the conditions are, gusty winds, smoke. I mean, everything you would expect with the wildfires. And yet, is there more aggressive behavior you're seeing with this complex of fires up there?
I would say there's more aggressive behavior that I've been seeing in the last 8 years. So fires are burning, they're spotting farther ahead of themselves, sometimes up to 2 miles ahead of themselves. The fuel is bone dry. We're getting what's called area ignition, where everything is just catching at once just due to the convected heat columns. And it's very trying times. And so we're doing everything we can to safely get into these areas, protect the homes. And when we come in and assess these homes, we're looking to make sure that we can survive there. But we're doing everything that we can to help stop this conflagration.
When you have a second to step back, and do you just feel bewildered that you're facing this right now in California, continuously high pandemic numbers there and coronavirus infections, as well as these blazes, which are coming way earlier in the season and are of a historic nature? Are you just thinking, what is going on?
So I wear a couple different hats. The hat that I'm wearing now is in a volunteer capacity. I'm also a full-time firefighter in Marin County, and these fires have devastated my community, and it's grueling. It's just grueling. I've almost lost my house a couple times, and just seeing what we're having to deal with as a community, it's taxing.
Chief, this is essential, dangerous work that you're doing with limited resources, and we thank you so much for your time coming on the program. Sonoma County Fire District Battalion Chief Jeff Lemelin, thank you.
Thank you.